So what do you do if your ex asks you for help? Now, it probably wasn't a healthy relationship because it came to an end. So for some reason there is a breakdown going on, but your ex is still looking to you for support. And you being a giving person, well, you can't really see a problem with it. So you put yourself in that position again. And unfortunately we tend to do this where we're absolutely open to be taken advantage of again. So the question is, what do we do when our ex asks us for help? Especially when there's kids involved. What do? We can't say no, really, can we? Well, the answer is yes, we can, because their life is now their responsibility. You've moved on. There are obviously exceptions to this when there are combined responsibilities. So in the instance where really there should be some kind of effort put in by your part to make it equal, really. It's your job. What do? The trick is to make sure that it's not just you who's contributing. Make sure that they are too. Just imagine, you want to help them move house. They're saying, okay, don't have any other option, can you bring the trailer? And you shoot on around, no problem. Okay, so there you are, moving everything about while she disappears off for a coffee with her friends. Well, there was no way that you could have potentially stopped that from happening, because you're the one contributing, you're the one sacrificing, and she's doing nothing except leaning on you in the way that you did during the marriage anyway. So it's the old pattern come back to haunt you. The answer to this is making sure, like I said, that there is something that they're contributing. So for instance, here's a great example. Before you say, yes, I'll come and help you move house, you say, okay, send me $150. Pay ID me. When it hits my account, I'll come around with the trailer. At any sign that you are doing something that's disruptive, from my perspective, I'm going to go. Going out for a coffee with friends, causing an argument, making a scene. I'm going to leave and I'm going to keep my $150 cash. Okay, wow. Didn't you just take the power off them? Just like that. There's always a way to create a consequence for their bad behavior. And if there is no way of doing that, don't get involved. Now, often the only reason why they're going to want to ask you to do anything is to screw you up. It seems like a pastime for them. The reason that they want to do that is to get a rise out of you. See, a person who behaves in a narcissistic way wants attention. And even if it's in an argument, it means that they're important enough for you to argue with them. So they'll create that environment. They'll get you around to move the house, and then they'll do something, and there'll be an argument, and they'll feel important. It'll be amazing how quickly they manage to find an alternative. When you take the power back, when you create that consequence, when you maintain your value, they'll stop asking you for things because they don't get that kick, that response, that narcissistic emotional supply.